you guys know me. I'm the most positive motherfucker alive. So coming up here, it took forever for me and the Nature Boy to really become brothers. And 14 years ago, we fixed our heat. Since then, seriously, it's been a magical ride so many different times. When I went in the Hall of Fame in 2017, he flew me in his Learjet back to Atlanta, found out it was my birthday, took me out for my birthday, got me shit-faced, and sent me home in his limo. I was also there with him, and it was that dark time. When I was in the hospital with him, and everybody thought he was going to kick the bucket. But that tough son of a bitch kicked out. So it's really hard for me to come up here and bust this guy's balls because I love him. Thank God I had some friends of mine who really couldn't give a shit. So let's do some history here. Rick was born in Memphis, Tennessee in 1949. He was adopted by Kathleen and Richard Flair. His new dad was a gynecologist, which explains a lot. Even though Rick didn't follow in his father's footsteps, he did study the subject quite extensively. Am I right, Rich? Speaking of parents, most of the boys and the girls, and I don't care what federation they're in, they look up to Rick like a father figure. Which kind of makes sense, since 20% of them actually could be his kid. Now Rick invited me to the 30 for 30. It was unbelievable. But my takeaway was, he fucked over 10,000 women. So I say 20% is being very conservative. If you're with me on that, say aye. That was kind of lame. If you're with me on that, say aye. Much better. Whatever, baby. Have another one. Everyone knows that Rick has had a ridiculous amount of championship titles, and he's had a ridiculous amount of ex-wives. Some of those title reigns lasting way longer than the marriages. You know, but seriously, Nate, did you ever think you'd live so long that your prostate was as big as your ego? Speaking of egos, a lot of people say that Ric Flair is the Michael Jordan of professional wrestling, and I gotta agree with that. But personally, I think he's more like the Brett Favre, because neither guy can keep their dick in their pants or decide when they're gonna retire. So let me ask you, I'm closing out with this. Is there anybody out there who really thinks Rick the Nature Boy Flair is retiring on Sunday? So, I got to coin a phrase from a brother of mine, the late, great Scott Hall. It's survey time. If you think Ric Flair is really retiring, say aye. If you don't think Ric Flair will ever retire, give me a hell no! And that's not a bad thing, Nate. That's a good thing. Because we love you, and every single year, if you retire again, everybody will be here. If you're with me on that, give me a hell yes! There we go. Thank you, baby.
Diamond Dallas Page. How good was DDP?